The Shiunji Family Children or Shiunji no Kodomotachi Episode 3, aired on April 22, 2025, is like a roller coaster ride through a maze of emotions, where every twist of sibling banter and romantic tension keeps you guessing what's around the next corner. As a fan of Reiji Miyajima's knack for crafting messy, heartfelt relationships, I found this episode to be a delightful mix of comedic chaos and subtle emotional undercurrents, set against the backdrop of Kotono's birthday celebration at an amusement park. Produced by Doga Kobo, this romantic comedy continues to navigate the tricky waters of the Shiunji siblings' redefined relationships after the bombshell that they're not blood-related. Below, I'll explore the episode through several thematic lenses: narrative, visuals, character dynamics, emotional resonance, and cultural context, sharing my personal reactions to what made me laugh, what left me uneasy, and why this episode kept me hooked until the final frame. Episode 3 centers on Kotono's birthday, with the Shiunji siblings and their eldest brother, Arita, heading to an amusement park for a day of fun. The narrative unfolds with a mix of lighthearted antics, roller coaster rides, cotton candy mishaps, and a haunted house adventure, while subtly advancing the romantic tensions sparked by the revelation that Arita isn't biologically related to his sisters. I really appreciate how the episode uses the amusement park as a metaphor for the siblings' emotional whirlwind. Thrilling, unpredictable, and a little disorienting. The plot focuses on Uka's flustered reactions to other girls admiring Arita and Banri's growing closeness with him, culminating in a cryptic ending that suggests one sister's feelings may be deepening, as noted in forum speculation about a possible trick ending. I think the show's strength lies in its ability to balance humor with the unease of forbidden attraction, a theme Miyajima is no stranger to, given his work on Rent-a-Girlfriend. The episode doesn't shy away from the moral ambiguity of the siblings' shifting dynamics, and I found the subtle hints, like Uka's blush when defending Arita, both intriguing and uncomfortable in the best way. However, I didn't like how the episode glossed over the emotional weight of Kotono's birthday itself. As the youngest sister, her milestone could have been a chance to explore her perspective on the family's new reality, but I personally don't understand why the show focused so heavily on Uka and Banri instead. I'm also against the idea that every episode needs a cliffhanger to keep viewers engaged. The ending, while suspenseful, felt a bit forced, and I think a quieter resolution could have let the amusement park's joy linger longer. Still, I anticipate that the show is setting up a complex love polygon, and I'm curious to see how Arita navigates these tangled feelings. Doga Kobo's animation in Episode 3 is a visual treat, capturing the amusement park's vibrant energy with dazzling colors and dynamic camera work. The roller coaster scenes, with their sweeping angles and exaggerated expressions, made me feel like I was strapped in alongside the characters, and I really liked how the animators leaned into the comedic chaos, like Banri's over-the-top scream in the haunted house. The character designs, crafted by Miki Muto, are a highlight. Uka's sharp eyes and Kotono's soft, innocent features perfectly reflect their personalities, as Anime News Network praised for the series' expressive cast. The park itself, set in Tokyo's Setagaya Ward, feels alive with its neon lights and bustling crowds, grounding the fantastical premise in a relatable urban setting. The soundtrack, composed by Aki, Jinojo Hoshi, and Shota Hori, is a perfect fit, with upbeat pop tracks amplifying the fun and a softer piano melody during Uka's quieter moments adding emotional depth. Natri's opening theme, Honey Lemon, is catchy and playful, though I don't think it fully captures the episode's underlying tension. Arita Shiunji, voiced by Yuichiro Umehara, remains the show's grounded center, and I love how his exasperated yet caring nature shines through, especially when wrangling his sister's antics. His interactions with Kotono, whose birthday brings out his protective side, are heartwarming, and I think Umehara's warm delivery makes Arita a relatable everyman caught in an absurd situation. Uka, voiced by Rie Takahashi, steals the spotlight with her tsundere flair. Her flustered reaction to girls fawning over Arita is both hilarious and telling, hinting at feelings she's not ready to admit. Banri, voiced by Chika Anze, gets significant screen time, and I really appreciated her playful chemistry with Arita, especially during their haunted house misadventure, which felt like a step towards something deeper. However, I'm skeptical about how the episode juggles its large cast. With 7 siblings, it's tough to give everyone their due, and I didn't like how Seiha and Minami were relegated to background roles. I think a small moment for each could have made the group dynamic feel more cohesive. I also personally don't understand why Kotono, the birthday girl, didn't get more focus. Her innocence could have been a lens to explore the family's shifting bonds. I anticipate that the show will dive deeper into each sister's perspective, as Crunchyroll's synopsis suggests their relationships will be tested. But I hope it avoids sidelining characters for too long. The voice acting, especially Takahashi's mix of sass and vulnerability, elevates every scene, and I'm excited to see how these dynamics evolve, especially with the cliffhanger's hint of a sister's confession. Shiunji no Kodomotachi thrives on its ability to make you laugh while stirring unease, and Episode 3 nails this balance. The amusement park's carefree vibe, paired with moments like Uka's jealous blush or Banri's lingering glances at Erida, creates a push and pull between comedy and forbidden romance that's hard to look away from. I found the haunted house scene, where Banri clings to Erida in mock terror, both funny and poignant. It's playful, but there's a spark of something more that left me conflicted. I think the show's willingness to lean into this discomfort without fully resolving it is what makes it so gripping. As a manga adaptation serialized in Young Animal since February 2022, Shiunji no Kodomotachi brings a bold twist to Japan's romantic comedy genre, and Episode 3 reflects this by blending familiar tropes with provocative themes. The amusement park setting, a staple of anime rom-coms, feels fresh here, with cultural nods like the siblings sharing takoyaki and navigating Tokyo's urban sprawl grounding the story in a distinctly Japanese context. I love how the show uses the park's chaos to mirror the siblings' emotional turbulence, a storytelling choice that resonates with Miyajima's knack for layered relationships. As seen in Rent-a-Girlfriend, Shiunji no Kodomotachi Episode 3 is a vibrant, emotionally charged chapter that captures the series' blend of comedy, romance, and unease. I love how it uses Kotono's birthday to bring the siblings together, with Uka and Banri's moments stealing the show and Doga Kobo's animation making every scene pop. The episode's willingness to embrace its taboo premise, as Crunchyroll's synopsis highlights, keeps it daring, and I think it's a standout in the spring 2025 lineup, as Anime News Network's coverage suggests. That said, I didn't like the underuse of some siblings or the heavy reliance on harem tropes, and I think a deeper look at Arata's perspective could have made it even stronger.